The Honda Passport is getting a mid-cycle refresh for 2024, and we've got a preview for you today. This is the Passport Trailsport, which is the focus of a lot of the news for the Passport. Now, to be fair, it has had a Trailsport trim since 2022. In fact, it was the first Honda SUV to get the Trailsport treatment, but in 2022, it was just an aesthetics package. It got more substantive for 2023, and now for 2024, Honda says that this Trailsport trim is getting more rugged and more capable than ever. For one thing, this is the first time that we're getting all-terrain tires on a Passport from the factory. The Trailsport trim gets these unique 18-inch wheels. They widen its front and rear track a little bit for improved stability off-road. They are now wrapped in General Grabber ATX tires, which Honda says are going to give it improved traction in mud, sand, dirt, snow, and yet also maintain a comfortable ride quality and a quiet ride on road. We don't get a chance to drive this yet, it's too new, but when we do, we will definitely let you know what we think of that. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Speaking of things that you can get from the factory, Honda is expanding its lineup of accessories available through HPD, or Honda Performance Development, for the Passport. So that means things like additional off-road accessories, as well as options like 20-inch wheels and black fender flares, all available from Honda itself. The Passport got standard all-wheel drive across the lineup for 2023. For 2024, it's still Honda's iVTM4 all-wheel drive system. That has not changed, but what has changed for the Trailsport trim specifically is the tuning of the suspension. Honda has revised that to give it better wheel articulation and better ride comfort off-road. That will be welcome, because the last time that we reviewed the Passport Trailsport, we felt that the wheel articulation was not quite all it could be. Nothing that I have so far indicates that Honda has touched things like the engine or the brakes. Whether or not the difference in the tires and in the suspension will make this vehicle competitive with something like the Land Cruiser remains to be seen, since I can't drive it yet. We'll definitely let you know. And in the meantime, let's hear your predictions. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. A lot of the specs remain the same for 2024. After all, this is just a mid-cycle refresh, so we still have 5,000 pounds of towing capacity, 8.1 inches of ground clearance, and 50.5 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row of seats. Let's take a look inside. So even back when Trailsport was just an appearance package, orange was its signature color. We still see a lot of that in here. We've got the orange contrast stitching on the seats, on the center console, the orange Trailsport badges on the headrest. This is all very familiar, looks pretty much the same in terms of the seating, but what's very different for 2024 is this center console area. So we used to have an armrest on the side of the seats and then a long flat cover here. Obviously now the armrest is integrated into this cubby cover. There's a lot more room in here. It's now big enough to fit a full-size tablet. We can see too that the cup holders and the push button for the transmission have moved farther this way, freeing up space for a wireless charging pad. And there's room to put a second smartphone next to it, which is really nice. You don't have to duke it out with your passenger over whose phone is going to go in the middle here. The other big news for the Passport for 2024 is a new black edition. That's now the top trim. If I were sitting in that right now, we would have red interior accent lights, we'd have red contrast stitching, red accents peeking through the perforated leather. It would also have its own special black edition logos. It's gonna have black exterior trim, black 20-inch wheels, and some super premium features like ventilated front seats and heated rear seats. That's what we know about the 2024 Passport so far, but we will absolutely bring you more when we have it, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss it. In the meantime, you can head over to CarGurus.com to read up on or shop for previous model years of the Passport or any other midsize SUV you might be considering.